Hello, you guys, and welcome to Healing Drip. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that each and every one of you guys are doing very well. I send out to you my love, my light, and positive vibes. So, this segment we are going to discuss owl symbolism. Hence the title of the video, correct? Owl symbolism. You know, many people often wonder, because we know that we have spirit animals, and people often wonder, well, what does the owl symbolize? And I am here to give you a little background information regarding such a thing. Okay? So, when you seek out an owl, it is a way of reaching your higher self and truly seeing things from a spiritual perspective. This refreshing vantage point allows you to open doors into other realms and connect with the devas, ancestors, angels, and the divine. Owls represent wisdom, knowledge, change, transformation, intuitive development, trusting the mystery, independent thinking, courage and protection, insight and wisdom, powerful intuition, intuitive development, right? Observant listening, and supernatural powers. The owls seem to be tied to the spiritual symbolism of death, which brings about new beginnings with a higher understanding and evolved perspective. Owls can show up when you are being asked to listen to your intuition. So, from what I have stated thus far, I think it's been made very clearly that the owls symbolize intuition. You know how you get that gut feeling, that something is not right. It can be said that if you dream about, if you have that gut feeling that you continue to ignore, and you see an owl, in reality, or you see an owl in your dream, that is letting you know that you need to trust the inner guidance that's within you. We all have intuition. It's not just women's intuition. We as human beings all have intuition. So if there's that inner nudge that's just kicking you in your stomach, letting you know something is not right, or that you should go down a particular road, journey, or whatnot, that is your inner guidance. Those inner nudges are letting you know, hey, follow me. I'm your intuition. I'm going to take you where you need to be. Okay? So if you start to see owls, you've been experiencing these inner nudges and you start to see owls, pay attention and focus on your intuition, okay? Owls has a strong connection with the element of air. Owls will show you things that might otherwise remain hidden to you. So be open to seeing things in a whole new way. Owls are generally a symbol of paranormal wisdom, regal silence, and fierce intelligence. An owl's eyes adjust in an instant from telescopic to microscopic. With owl energy surrounding your soul, you can look into the past, present, and future with uncanny accuracy. Okay? We are aware that as a spirit animal, owls often calls on us to release the past and put down burdens that hold us back. You have to face your shadows and fears, then move beyond them to find true happiness. And I must just add in there, that is absolutely correct. You have to face your fears, get rid of the anxiety, and really process and move through all of the madness, like all of the fear that you have. Because if you don't, fear will come knocking at your door. If you try to move around it as opposed to moving through it, fear will come back knocking at your door and can really interrupt your life, really interrupt the happiness that you're able to achieve. So work through your fears so that you can get rid of them and go on to live and lead a happy life. Okay? Owls don't just honor us with the ability of second sight. These majestic birds have hearing that is quite literally perfect stereo. Their ears are not symmetrical, as one is higher than the other. This allows sound to be heard separately in the individual ear. Okay? Owls, as a spirit animal guide, can aid you in hearing what is really being said, despite the words and emotions coming from the messenger. I would like to say that anybody, if you know that you are an empath, then 9 times out of 10, your spirit animal is going to be an owl. And I say that because empaths are able to pick up on the emotions, on the energy of people without them even uttering one word. Okay? And sometimes it can be draining if you don't know how to control the energies. If you just absorb all of the energy around you. I mean, because on any given day, you're around many different people, especially if you're going into work, if you're going out to shop or what have you. When you're around more than 5 people, one person's energy is enough, especially if they're dealing with, really low vibrational frequencies. That is a lot to deal with. So I want you, if you are an empath, to really hone in on and learn how to control and block out the energy of others. Okay? All energy that you feel is not your energy. And if you are very much aware of what an empath is, I'm pretty sure you have heard that saying before. Okay? When you know owls as a totem animal, you will find your connection with the yin of the universe growing stronger, as will your awareness of the lunar cycles. Embrace the inner goddess or the inner god. Weave your spells by the light of the full moon and really listen to your inner voice. I'm going to stop there because I want you guys to know that when they talk about weave your spells by the light of a full moon. Now, there are some people that really get into magic and ritual work, right? If you're not into that, I'm not into that. However, you are able to still capitalize off of the energy of the full and the new moon. And I say that, and some may beg to differ as far as it being called spells. But like when you set your intention, say for instance, you want to make a certain amount of money by a certain time frame, or you want to be able to own your own home within a year, or you want a new career. Those are things that you can list as intentions. And typically you would do this on the new moon. You would list your intentions on the new moon and release anything that doesn't serve you or doesn't serve you being able to bring those things into fruition, right? That is capitalizing off of the moon energy. Writing down your intentions, believing in your mind that it's already said and done. Okay? When you get to the full moon, what you would do is to, say your prayer, read your intentions that you have listed, and also you would burn the list of intentions, as that signifies that you are trusting in the universe to help you bring those things about. Okay? So it's not that you're necessarily, because, some people think of spells and think, oh, you're putting a spell on someone. I don't get into that. So I just want you to be aware that you can capitalize. You don't have to work spells on people. You can capitalize off of the energy of the new and the full moon that represents bright light and positive energy, positive movement forward that is not against anybody's free will, that will benefit only you because it is centered and focused on you. All right, so let's get back to the owls. All right, so the owls as a totem animal opens the doorway to seeing the spiritual beings inside the human bodies that house them. I'm going to read that again. Owls as a totem animal opens the doorway to seeing the spiritual beings inside the human bodies that house them. Again, owls help you to take on a very new perspective. So you'll start to see yourself as being more than a human being, basically is what that's saying. You'll start to see your soul, your spirit, and know just how powerful you are, just how beautiful you are, without looking at your flesh and thinking, oh, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not beautiful enough, I'm not this enough, I'm not that enough, okay? So that's what that is telling you. You will know things about people that are sometimes awkward or uncomfortable, but you see the truth. Many people who have owl totems discover their clairvoyance growing by leaps and bounds. Now, I won't really go into clairvoyance. However, if you're interested in wondering what clairvoyance is, examples of clairvoyance, I would recommend that you Google it and also get an understanding from different sites, not just one, okay? The owl totem is one of discernment. Let this spirit guide you during confusing situations. Start trusting your spiritual radar about people and use the beauty of the night to inspire your creativity. And on a spiritual level, the owls can teach you about your purpose in this lifetime, as well as help you find answers and when to seek them. We all are here to learn. Believe it or not, we all are here to learn. And the owls can guide us in understanding which direction to take in a given situation, as well as what you can learn from the experience. If you are wondering if the owl is your spirit animal, consider the questions. Were you especially interested in owls as a child? Has an owl somehow made himself or herself known to you, whether by crossing your path in real life or in art or media or in a dream or in a way that riveted your attention? Do you feel a strong connection to owls, and do you experience a feeling of wonder when you see them or hear about them? Has an owl or owls entered your dreams? Do you tend to be awake at night, either up later than most people or up much earlier in the morning when most people are asleep? In other words, are you a night owl? Are you intuitive? Do you have friends or family ever called on you for your insightful or even psychic abilities? Do people often come to you for advice, such as how to make the next move in their life or what they should do in a given situation? And are you the type of person who's quiet unless you have something important to say, as opposed to the types of people who like to chatter and make small talk? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then the owl could definitely be your spirit animal. If you are especially drawn to owls and their unique traits resonates with you, then it's worth understanding them better. Owls are unusual birds possessing special powers that some might even describe as superpowers. You know, we talked about characteristics being supernatural powers in the beginning of this. So yes, different cultures really believe that owls possess superpowers, which other birds, animals, and humans lack. So if you're just drawn to owls, you're just fascinated by them, and you feel this strong pull to them, then it's worth you spending some time researching and learning about them as it relates to the spiritual world, because there is probably a plethora of information that is just waiting for you to unlock whatever it is that you need to unlock within your life, within your journey. That's going to be kind of, you know, the next piece to the puzzle, so to speak. So I would say definitely, after watching this, if there's any question in your mind, because maybe it resonates in such a way that you were kind of not sure about or curious about, go look them up. There is so much information regarding the owls and their symbolism, okay, that will really, really help you along your journey. And if the information is there and it's free, why not? Why not get the information that you need? Because what's going to happen is that it's going to help you to ascend and to move forward. Okay? So thank you guys for watching. I thank you very much. And have a great morning, afternoon, evening, and a good night. And until the next video, you guys, peace and blessing.